Hello, my name is Anuj. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to join tables in MySQL. Joining table is a fundamental concept used to retrieve data from multiple tables simultaneously. Now, as you can see in front of you, I have a table called orders and I have a table called customer. And here you can see I have three columns: order ID, customer ID, order date. And in the table customers, I have customer ID, name. So if I want to join these two tables, it would look like this. Okay. And here I just try to join two columns, specifically order ID and name. But just imagine if you were to do it on a sheet of paper. Okay. And just don't think about MySQL or SQL, and you have this thing in front of you. So how do you match these values? Okay. This is very, very important. The word I'm saying, how would you match these values and on what basis? Okay. So as you can see, I have customer ID and customer ID here as well. So on this column, on these two columns, I'm gonna match these order ID and name columns here. Okay. So now let's do it in MySQL. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just a moment. Let's say, for example, I am in this table called CFG, and I'm gonna close this thing. So first, let's create tables. Okay. So how to do that? So first, I'm gonna create customer customers table, create table, and customers brackets semicolon, then hit enter, tab key, then the customer ID, and then int, right? And this is my primary key because I don't want any duplicate values there. Varchar and 255 and not null. Now let's create this table, right? It worked fine. Now let's insert data, insert into customers brackets, and in this I'm gonna write customer ID and name and go, and then I will write values, and then in the brackets I'm gonna write first 101 101 customer ID and name John. We go. Now on 102, let's write Jane and 3 103, and let's write Bob. Okay, and semicolon. Okay, it looks fine to me. Customer ID name. Okay, let's run it. Okay, and let's check if it's all good. uh, there you go. So I got my 101 102 103. Brilliant. Now I have, so now as you can see, we created this table in our MySQL. Now we will do this one. So let me make this. All right, so here I'm gonna do create table name orders, and then like this, backspace and tab, and here I'm gonna write order ID int auto increment and primary key and customer ID and then int and not null. So and order ID, the date and date, and it should not be not null. Okay, so now as you can see, that we already have a column name with the customer ID here, but I also want to create here. And I just wanna connect these two columns, okay? So how do I do that? So the way we do it, that on one column, I say that that is a primary key, and on on like the same column in another table, okay, we do this, that this is my foreign key. I want to put a foreign key there. On which column? So here I'm going to specify column name, customer ID. Here we go. Okay, so this is my customer ID here. It could be really anything, need not to be the same name. Here I'm going to write references. Okay, and in the references, I'm going to write customers. And that is my table name, customers, the one we created. Customers, customer ID. Okay, so customer ID and customer ID. Okay, so hope that makes sense. This customer ID, again, it could be really anything, need not to be the need not need not to be have same name. So now let's run it. Control and enter. Okay, worked fine. Now let's insert data, insert into orders, and insert into like this, and order ID. Okay, here I want to specify column names first. So here I want customer ID and then order date, and here I'm gonna write value, and back here I'm gonna write 101 202 2023 01 and 15, and there you go, 102 2023 02 and 20 and 103, and the date gonna be 2023 and 04 and 25, and here we go, 10, I believe, let's say 101. Let me repeat one I customer ID 2023 05 and 05. All right. So now I have these values: customer ID, order date, 101, 102, 103, and 101. Okay. Let me check this: 101, 2, and 1. Okay. Okay. It does not matter. So I just wanted to repeat only one customer ID. There you go. Okay. Now let's run this thing. Okay. Worked fine. Now select star from orders and control enter. That's my shortcut. I Okay, this one is empty. Let me just run it again. I think I didn't inserted those values. Okay, there you go. Okay, so now I'm getting this one, 101, 102. Okay. So I sort of like deleted. I sort of okay. So what I can do is, so in this case, what I'm gonna do is drop this table crop table orders, and then do this. Now I wanna make this table again. Control enter. I wanna insert that data again, and I wanna check if it is there or not. Okay, great. So now I have my data here. Now let me just check it. Okay, works fine to me. Now hit the backspace. Gone. Now the question is how to join these two tables. All right. So how do I do that? Select. So I want to join columns. I want to join specific columns, order ID and name. If I want to join all columns, I can just write star there, and I will show you in a moment. Star from so first let's say orders, join customers, okay, like that. Okay, if I join this thing like this, okay, but we should not do it like that. It is absolutely incorrect way to do this. And as you can see, the data comes like looks very, very weird. 111, 1001, 222, 102, 102, 333. It is sort of like matching all values, okay? So it is like this. Let me try. So order ID, John, number 2, Jane Smith, number 3, Bob, and so on and so forth, okay? So all matching these values one by one, okay? Combination of all these values. So the first thing is that we should really tell on what basis. Okay. So here I'm gonna write orders and customer ID, okay, equals to customer. So this is my condition, okay, and customer ID. Okay. Hope I haven't done any typos, and let's do it. So now you would see that they are not repeating themselves, and then that this is the like correct value. Here I got customer ID and here I got customer ID. Okay. Now let's say I want only this order ID and I only want this name. Okay. So how do I do that? So I can just quickly come here and I can say from the orders, I want this order ID, and this from from the customer I want names. Okay, so customer customers, okay, and and name. So customers and name. So now let's run it again, and you will see that now I have order ID and name and John and like that. Okay, so this one. So again, just for a quick recap, that from table, then the join another table, and if you want to join another table, you can come here and you can write join the table. Let's call it table 3, and let's call it products on, okay, products dot. So let's say I have that table here, okay. So now the question is like, okay, how do I join it? Okay, on what basis? So let's say I want to join with this table, but as you can see, there is no common column here. Okay, but if I just quickly go up, so if I just quickly go up here, you can see order ID, and order ID is here. Okay, so just imagine this is a primary key and this is a foreign key, and I will join this table, okay, on this condition. So products, and I'm gonna say order ID equals to, that was orders, and then dot order ID, like that. If you want to join more tables, then no problem, join, okay, table 4 on, and the condition should be there. Okay, so all right, so let's talk about different types of joins. Okay, so we primarily have 4 types of joins, and let me just quickly show you that we did this inner join or just join. Okay, so inner join returns only the rows with matching values in both tables. Okay, so as you can see, I have this table users and I have this table likes here. And here, as you can see, ID column, name column, user ID, and the like. Okay, so now as you can see, this is my table when I'm trying to do inner join. I'm getting this thing. So as you can see, Albert and Elizabeth, they are not here, and Rugby is not there. Why? Because they do not have any matching value here. Okay, so number 2 is not here, as you can see. Number five is not here. And if I check number 6, this one here, and it is also not there in this table. Okay, so this is like only matching values. Okay, remember. And how do I do that? So let me just show you that. Select user's name. So I am selecting names, user dot like, so here like. And from users, from this table, join is a clause. You can also write inner join or join. Likes this table on what basis? That user ID. Where is my user ID? My user ID is here. Okay, and where is my this, and likes dot user ID. Okay, and you can do this, okay, to know more about it. Now, what is left join? So left join returns all rows from the left table. Okay, the first table, the first table after from, okay, mentioned, and the matched rows from the right table. Okay, so let me just quickly show you that. Here right now, as you can see, now Albert and Elizabeth, they are here, but they do not have any matching values here, null and null. So it is like this. Okay, and here we are using this left join clause. Okay, so it is like this. So again, if there is no matching value, okay, null values are displayed for columns from the right table. Okay, now about the right join. Okay, so right join, in this we write right join. So basically in the right join is the opposite of a left join. It returns all rows from the right table and matched rows from the left table. And if there is no match, null values are displayed for columns from the left table. Okay, so it is like this. From users, right, join, likes, and so on and so on. Okay, so hope that helps you to understand joins, how to do joins in MySQL. And there is also one more, outer join, which is, outer join is written like this. Okay, so left outer join and right outer join. So what you need to do, just just do this left join and right join, and in between that right union, and it will do its thing, and you will get it. Okay, so you will get everything, as you can see here. Okay, even if they don't have, so you can see everything from the left hand side table and everything from the right hand side table, we have everything. Okay, so yeah, so I want to point out some additional tips. So whenever you are whenever you are joining tables, use aliases, and you can use table aliases to simplify queries. Okay, and you can join more than 2 tables in a single query by chaining multiple join clauses. Okay, I showed you before, join and then another join and another join, and there are no limits. Okay, so always test your queries and review the result to verify the correctness. Okay, just like have a look at it after running it. Okay, and yeah, so joining tables in MySQL is a powerful technique for retrieving and combining data from multiple sources. And so, yeah, that's all from me.